Hey everybody, welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place, where I react to music. Sometimes it's video game music, sometimes it's not, but it's always something interesting. Thanks for being here. Today I'm doing another request. This time, this will be my first time doing a request from the same person again. So Stephen Ellis 3609, he has requested that I check out Tom MacDonald's track Superman. I don't know anything about Tom MacDonald. What I heard was that this track is maybe not his norm, and it's acoustic. I can see in the little first second of the video here that he's holding a guitar, so I assume he's gonna play that. But I don't know anything about this. I am also going forward, just so you know, if you're a subscriber, I'm going to be pulling up the lyrics on my phone so that if I don't understand what someone is saying, then I can look into that and we can talk a little bit more about the lyrics. I think that's more of a complete reaction. But you're not here to listen to me, you're here to listen to music. So let's check it out.
Unlock my phone and watch the world die. They crying to God while they run for their lives. Blood in the streets, bombs in the sky. Goodbye. I hope you had dreams come true. I hope they see in their crosshairs what I see in you. And I hope and I pray, 'cause it's all I can do.
Wow, so recording in front of a pretty heavy armament there. I'm not an expert on bombs and missiles and that type of thing, but looks pretty scary, right? And so, not really doing the reaction to the video, but that's quite the visual contrast, right? To have that huge explosive right behind him while he's playing a gentler instrument, or at least he's playing the acoustic guitar in a gentler way, right? It's not this is not Rodrigo e Gabriela or anything like that. This is not real intense guitar work. He's creating that visual contrast, which is cool. Now, again, I don't know anything about Tom MacDonald. I understand this is not his usual fare. The heavy tattoos and all that. It's not something that I would not look at him and say, "Oh, I want to check out what music he's producing." Right? I'm not judging him based on his tattoos, but you do have certain mental shortcuts that your brain will take to tell you what to spend your time on. And so if I just saw him in a YouTube preview, I wouldn't probably click on it. I'm just being honest here. His voice is really clean. I like this a lot. Just as far as the lyrics, so I'll pull those up here. So, we're talking about running for life, and blood in the streets, that kind of thing. This is obviously about military intervention, presumably the United States, if not some other country. So far, it doesn't have anything to positively identify a particular country. There's obviously a lot of current events we could talk about here, but unlocked my phone and watched the world die, right? So he's singing this from a very disconnected, kind of a vicarious position. I'm sort of piggybacking on Tool here a little bit with their song Vicarious, but the idea that we in our insulated role in the greatest empire in the history of the world, the United States, and I use greatest loosely here, but we in our protected, insulated position can simply unlock our phones and see into global conflicts, which there's no shortage of. And so this hits pretty hard. um yeah, let's keep going.
I don't understand who is good or bad. They don't care as long as you got oil sands. We need something fast, we need something bad, more than guns and tanks. Where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? I turn on the news and watch the world fight.
Okay, before we get into the next verse here, I presume that was the chorus. Really, really interesting. I'm going to use my notes here because I'm not good at keeping these kind of things going in my head, and I want to be correct when I analyze. So I don't understand who is good or bad. They don't care as long as you got oil sands. So not quite a rhyme, but a near rhyme. Oil sands. So we're clearly talking about the Middle East, right? And I would say we're clearly now talking about the United States. This is not a foreign policy video, but the United States has done a lot of things in the Middle East. So have other countries, but particularly if you're taking the stance of aggression for the sake of obtaining oil rights, oil resources, that's definitely something that we would associate with the United States. And feel about the economy and those things how you want to feel. Killing people to get oil or any other resources, poppy seed, poppies, that kind of thing. Any of those things, that's not okay. That's not morally justifiable to invade a country, set up military bases in countries to try to extract resources from a place that we don't own, And when I say we, I mean the United States government. I don't actually include myself in that, so let me be more careful. The United States government has no moral authority to do that. And I think Tom, our vocalist here, I think he's got the right idea here. I mean, I don't know who's good or bad. That's a tough spot to be in. I don't think the United States is in the right in these kind of conflicts, but clearly he's hurting because you've got this element of this is my homeland, this is my people, and then you've also got this element of what is being done in our name is wrong. So let's keep going.
Thousands of men making
I'll back it up.
widows of white. I turn on the news and watch the world fight. Thousands of men making widows of wives. I'll be home soon, walked off in the night. Goodbye, I will remember you. I know it's true to be shot and they're men just like you, but I hope and I pray, 'cause that's all I can do. I don't understand who is good or bad. They don't care as long as you got oil sands. We need something fast, we need something bad, more than guns and tanks. Where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Soon you won't need a TV or an iPhone to see, because you will look out the window and boom. I don't understand who is good or bad. They don't care as long as you got oil sands. We need something fast, we need something bad, more than guns and tanks. Where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman? Oh, where is Superman?
Okay, so wow. I like that a lot more than I expected to. really. You know, the emotional intensity of Tom's position here, I mean, that definitely comes through. You know, it's got a good solid base. It's not a complicated song. It's really just driven by the emotional weight of what he's doing. Of course, I guess one of the reasons this is probably a viral song is that little pause and boom bit there. So it sounds to me like Tom perceives this as a potential blowback situation. Blowback just being the idea that, you know, a country getting involved and meddling in the affairs of other countries causes a it causes repercussions, right? There are all sorts of conflicts, especially in the Middle East, that you could look at things that happened later and trace those things back to what happened before, right? The US goes in, the US sets up a military base, the US trains the rebels and overthrows the regime, the US does, you know, whatever. And when you do those things, you're leaving families broken, you're leaving, you know, households without a father, sometimes a household without both parents, you know, and so you have children being raised knowing their whole lives who is responsible for that situation. And unfortunately, a lot of times that's the United States. So, yeah, it hits pretty hard. This is, you know, I appreciate the recommendation again, Stephen. This is intense. This is really intense. I need to listen to it a few more times, I think, to get the full picture. Glancing at the lyrics again, but you know, just this idea that Superman, you know, Superman is not a nation. Superman, if he was a real figure, you know, can swoop in and do the morally correct thing. That's what the comics are for, you know, and all that. There's no ambiguity. Hey, this is the aggressor. So you have to ask yourself, would Superman be helping United States troops in some of these conflicts? And really, I don't think so. Not if he's the paragon of moral justice that he's portrayed to be. And so I think the allusion to Superman is really powerful, but I also think that you have to ask, you know, is that even a viable way to think, right? Is it, oh, we need a superhero to come in and fix everything, or is it that we individually need to take responsibility for what is going on in the world and hold our system of government responsible, you know, on an individual basis? I'm not talking about voting. I'm talking about forcing change. And that can take a lot of shapes, right? But the United States has a lot of blood on its hands, and I don't, right? I'm not in the Middle East doing these things. But what can we do? I think that's the bigger question here. What can we do to maybe make an impact? And you know, I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. So thanks for coming along with this, with me on this journey. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, check out new videos as we post them, and that was a lot of fun. So thanks again, Stephen. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. Thanks.